Hello YouTubers and hello Minecraft fans. This is another large house build. I know in the last series I did on a large house build I had mentioned, of course this was about a year ago when I did this series, but I mentioned I was going to build a house, you know, the size of the Biltmore, and it ended up not being that size at all. But I've decided to give it another go, and although I don't think it will still be as large as the Biltmore, it's going to be a much larger house, probably somewhere between 2 and 3 times the size of the last house that I built. The one thing is I'm not entirely sure how many stories it's going to be, but I'll go ahead and show you what I've done so far. I went ahead and placed yellow wool blocks on the certain areas where the foundation is going to go. Number one, to mark those areas out, and number two, to let me know where I needed to bring the ground down to as I was leveling the plots off. I decided not to record the leveling of the plots. So yeah, that's what I've got so far. Quite a big area to build on. I really dug the landscape here. It's not too far from where I spawned, so I didn't have to travel very far to find the ideal landscape to build the house on. And I liked the pond that's going to the house is going to kind of wrap around a little bit. That's a nice feature there. And I might actually add a waterfall feature coming from the house, flowing down into the pond. And not really sure what else, but yeah, I'll do some more recording whenever I've got some of the foundation laid out. Alright, I've got some of the frame laid out for the highest tier of the house for the foundation. Now I'll just be going in and filling in this the outside walls and moving on to this portion of the house right here. Alright, I've got a completed foundation for the top tier, and next I'll be working on this tier over here, and then I'll be finishing up with this tier and this. Okay, as you see, I've got the frames at least for all the foundations. I've started filling in some, and it's going to be a pretty good sized place. I'm pretty excited to get things rolling. Foundation is actually the most boring part for me, but yeah, once I get the foundation finished, I'll be able to start on the actual structure of the house. My computer's not quite running as well as it used to. It's time for a new one, and I do what I can to keep it clean and running smooth, but I think it's nearing the end of its days. Minecraft doesn't run quite as smooth, but yeah, as you see, it's going to be an enormous place, that's for sure. So yeah, I'll continue the recording whenever I get a little more work done. And thanks for watching. Alright, I have, it's really late, by the way, and but I had finished the foundation completely earlier today and never got around to videotaping, and I had a few minutes to kill before I went to bed, so I figured I'd show you the completed foundation. And as you see, it's going to be quite a bit to build on. So yeah, I'll bring back some more recording when I get the walls up on the first couple of tiers. I'm probably going to start with this tier over here, and then this one, and then this one, and then this one. Not really sure. I think these first 2 tiers are only going to be 1 story. This one will probably be 2 stories, and this one will be 3. Alright, so I've got some got some work done as far as putting up walls. And I'll show you what I've got here in just a second here. I've also figured out where the front entrance of the house is going to be, and I'll show you that as well this segment. Let's go ahead and do a fly up here. So, okay, what I've done, I went ahead and built staircases leading up to the highest tier, and of course, like I say, I've decided this tier is going to be probably 3 stories tall. This one, probably, it's hard to say, probably 2 stories. I'm not sure. It's all going to depend on how I build the room with the staircase, which it's going to have to, a portion of this is going to have to be the same height as this, at least some of the way. But I'll show you what I've got here. This is the first completed. Now, real quick, this is just the sub roof, I should say. The actual roof will be going on top of this, and I use, you can use any texture because none of this is going to be shown. The roof will be placed on top of this, so I just used what is that, nether stone, whatever. Not that it really matters. Oh yeah, end stone, not nether stone. So this is, it's probably very dark for the video, I apologize. But this is the completed lower tier. I wasn't sure which side the entrance was going to be on, but I've made up my mind, and instead of it being over here, which I had possibly thought about doing, either right here or over there, I think it's going to be here. This is going to be the main entry tier. Placing a entryway and porch, stone kind of porch, maybe even a wraparound. The wraparound porch might even go all the way over here to like sort of a garden, water garden with a waterfall feature flowing into the pond. So yeah, I've got some ideas going, and I'll bring back. I'll do some more recording, that is, whenever I get a few more walls up. And when I do that, you'll probably see what I've done with this section and this staircase as far as where I want it with the height.